Hello, 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 my friends. Once again, welcome to Uplifting Moments with Nika. If you've been here with us, you already know what we're here to do. We're here to encourage you, get you uplifted so you can make it through this Monday. We're going to shake those Monday blues away. And what we're going to do is we're going to get started with a good old song. And this one, a oldie but goodie, just crossed my mind. I don't know if you're going to know this one, but some of you might. So just rock with me. Okay. Here we go. Real. Jesus is real to me. Oh, yes. He gave me the victory. So many people doubt him, but I can't live without him. And that is why I love him so. 'Cause he's so real to me. In the morning, real. Jesus is real to me. Oh, yes. He gave me the victory. So many people doubt him, but I can't live without him. And that is why I love him so, 'cause he's so real to me. Now, I don't know about you, but your girl Neek needs the Lord in everything that she does, every day in every single way, especially when I'm getting my days kicked off right. So that's what we're going to talk about on today. We're going to talk about how do you get your day started. A lot of people might not think about that, but it is so important to have a good day, to get off to a good trajectory. And so let's just discuss a few things about how we can start our days better, start our days with the Lord first and foremost, and then move from there. And who knows, we might share some good old tips to help you get started to a brighter day, as old Kurt Franklin used to say back in the gap. What I have noticed in switching to living my life intentionally, as I like to say it, is that the way that I start my day is so critical to the type of day that I have. And so what I did was I looked on Google just to share a little something with y'all in case y'all think I'm just, little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That the beginning of your day, the way that you start your day is so important. So I'm going to share a little something from our good old friend Google. It says the first 10 minutes of the day are important because they set the tone, mindset, and focus for the rest of the day. This is a crucial window for creating momentum through intentional actions like prioritizing tasks, staying off your phone, hello, and engaging in activities such as stretching, drinking water, or reflecting on your goals. What you do in these first moments can significantly impact your stress levels, productivity, and your overall mood. So what we want to do is set the foundation for our day. Here are a few suggestions still from Google. It says gain control. Intentionally choosing how to spend these first minutes puts you in a proactive state, preventing you from feeling reactive to demands and crises later on. Improve your mindset. Engaging in positive actions like expressing gratitude or smiling can improve your mood and set a more positive tone for the day. And then the last one says strengthen neural pathways. Starting the day with positive actions can help build positive habits, which can compound over time. Now, like I said, that's just from good old Google. However, me personally, the way that I like to start my day is with prayer, with gratefulness, first of all, for opening my eyes. And then I may go down the line, activity of my limbs, vocal cords, being able to see, just things that we may not always express gratefulness for, or things that just natural. You breathe in, you breathe out. And so you may not consider sometimes how important that is. But if you see someone, or in my profession, if you read about people that have difficulty just breathing, it tends to give you a greater thankfulness for these things that we may consider minor or that we may not even consider or even think about. So that's how I like to start my day. And like I said, starting with prayer and communication with the creator is just chef's kiss, top of the line, hands down, I say the best way that you can start your day. I know we've been told what the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, but baby, waking up, okay? What a blessing that is. And then not only that, his word tells me that I get brand new grace and mercy just for waking up. He blesses me. He just drops that blessing on me when I wake up in the morning. Absolutely. I absolutely have a few minutes to talk to him and to interact with him before I get out in the highways, byways, or start, moving around and dealing with different demands from the 9 to 5 children and whatever outside sources and stuff and the things and the people. I definitely have to start my day with some conversation with him. Now, does this guarantee that you are going to have a okie dokie, happy all day, happy go lucky type of day? No, it does not. However, it is a very great way to start the day so that whenever you face throughout the day does not, it may not disturb you as much because you took the initiative to start at a good point, and who knows, he may even drop something in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, if you will, that prepares you for something that is going to come up in that day. You just never know how important it is to start your day. I guess you could say from scratch. It's like a control alt delete for me in my mind when I start with prayer. I'm not starting worrying about what happened yesterday. I'm not starting worrying about what's going to happen in the current day and with hopes that nobody gets on my nerves. I'm starting my day focused on the one who is able to keep me regardless to what it is I'm going to face in that day. Another thing that I like to do to get my day started off just right is do some stretching, and it doesn't have to be anything, that's great. And I'm not talking about doing some gymnastic type moves, but I mean, just sitting up on the side of the bed, rolling your shoulders backwards and forwards a few times, rolling your neck around, especially for those of us that may sit at a computer for 8+ hours. Hello, I'm one of those. Releasing your shoulders and your neck before you get up to go and sit in front of that computer. Rotating your legs, your hips, muscle stretching your your feet, your ankles. All of these things are a good way to get that body warmed up. So you got your prayer to connect with the creator, to get your spirit right, to get you centered in that aspect. And then you got your stretching, your stretches, and even some deep breathing to warm that body up and get that body ready to move and to carry you throughout the day. These are some things that now I say if used every day, if done and practiced every morning, can quite literally be life changing for you. Because I don't think we realize how we just hop up out of the bed and get busy. Like we go right to the bathroom to do the brushing the teeth, the washing the face, the getting the clothes ready, all the things, like the hopping in the shower, whatever it is. We jump up so quickly and just boom, get to moving, to where we don't take time to pause and reflect and actually prepare for the day. We may be getting ready to have a day, but are you making preparation? Prayer is preparing your spirit and your mind and even your heart for the unknown that you're going to face. Stretching is preparing your body for all of the movement that you're going to get up and go and do. Or in my case, with me being in front of the computer, all the sitting I'm going to be doing, sitting and reading, with me stretching, I'm preparing my body for that. These are things that may seem small, but they are so huge when we think about our well-being.
Oh.
Another thing that I have found helpful to get my day kicked off or started off right is journaling. Yes, writing things down. I know technology is kind of pulling us away from pencil and pen and paper, but I encourage you though, if you can, take some time out of your morning or out of your day and journal. And look, I got to tell you about this good one that God allowed me to write. It's called Light for Your Journey. It can be found on Amazon and it can be found on my website, www.hiswaycreations.bigcartel.com. I'm just throwing that out there because journaling sometimes can seem intimidating. And so the one that I have written, it has scripture references, it has a small prayer for the day, and of course it has a positive thought for the day, and it leaves a space for you to write, whatever it is you may be feeling or thinking, with what you've read or with what you've prayed or just in general for that morning. And you may be like, girl, ain't nobody got time for all that. I got to get to work. I got to get these kids ready for school. I have to get ready to do the stuff and the things. And believe you me, I understand. However, this is where your intentionality really has to come in, because hear me when I say it. You may have to wake up a few minutes earlier to get this time in for yourself. Now, I know self-care has become a huge, huge thing. And this is a huge way that you could add some self-care in that is free. Hello, FREE, free self-care. To get up in the morning and start with prayer, to do you a few stretches before you hit the ground running. And then boom, take a few minutes to jot something down in a notebook, a journal or something like that. And hey, get on up and get started. Now, nobody said you got to be a pro. I ain't saying you got to get up an hour early, not even 30 minutes. Sometimes you may only be able to get up 5 minutes earlier. Believe you me, even with me working from home, it's a struggle sometimes letting that bed go, especially in this cold weather. However, you deserve it. Not only that, you need it. You don't know, you might not know you need it. Listen to your girl though. You need things like this, small measures of things like this that you can do to help you make it through your day. And let me tell you something, you are worth it, honey. You are worth the 5-minute pause, the 10-minute, the 15-minute, however many minutes you have to set aside to start implementing some of these things in your daily routine. You deserve it and you need it. So I'm encouraging you to start doing it, and don't feel intimidated. Even if you don't know what to pray when you're first opening your eyes, besides thanking God for a new day, for breath in your body, for, oh my God, just a roof over your head, whatever comes to mind to thank Him for. Even if you don't know what to say, sometimes just sitting and being in His presence, just sitting in silence. Just sit in silence for a few minutes before you entertain or have to be involved in the noise of the world, because we know that is non-stop. You hear me? The noise is non-stop. So just take some time if you can this week. Today's Monday. Maybe you can start on tomorrow, Tuesday, if the Lord bless us to be here. Take some time to start your day in a new way. Start your day with some prayer, some gratefulness, some stretching, and just set the tone to have a great day. Okay, that's it, and that's all for today. Thank you so much again for being here. Remember to love God, love yourself, and love others. Uplifting moments for all of us.